Hi guys, it's me, Jagster, and am I talking really quietly? I feel like I'm talking quietly. I'm still in pain. However, I'm still alive, so that's a plus side. Um, yeah. Well, today we're back at it, and we'll be taking a look at r slash facepalm. And if I fall asleep during this video, then I apologize, but I have not slept at all. So, yeah. Okay. I honestly think some people's default setting is ignorance. My German grandparents' wedding in Brazil, CIR 1940. Wow, this was the first comment that was not calling my dead grandparents Nazis. Thank you for being sweet. My descendants moved to Brazil in 1890, and they had this one picture of them, and here I thought it was very cool and pretty. I guess people are mean and hateful everywhere nowadays. OP. Today I learned my grandparents were likely Nazis. Check out my Nazi grandparents. Nazis. Okay. Just because someone is from Germany does not mean that they were a Nazi. Those things are very. Yes, they do. Oh, I'm so tired, I can't even think. Like, hold hands. There you go. Like, sure, they go hand in hand, but, like, not always. And, you know, it's a cool picture, yes. It's, yeah, I don't know. Um, I feel like people just make assumptions. I mean, they were kind of reasonable assumptions, but not really at the same time. I don't know. I'm gonna move on before I sound like an idiot. Anybody else not had a cold in 15 months? It is amazing what happens when folks wash their hands, wear masks, and be clean. I know, right? See, I have evidence of how actually wearing your mask and washing your hands helps. My brother caught COVID first, and amazingly, well, I had to help him out, so because we don't want to get everyone sick, so I was the one helping him out, and then I'm the one who gets it because we were very close to each other, and whenever he's sick, I'm the first one to get sick because we live in really close proximity to each other. By proximity, I mean like we use all the same like places in the house, and you know, and yeah, we touch the same things, and if one of us doesn't wash our hands, then and then someone else touches the doorknob and then they touch their face, virus spreads. You may not think at the moment that you should wash your hands, but you should. If you cough or sneeze or whatever into your hand, or just breathe on your hands and you're about to touch something else and you know you're sick, even if you don't know you're sick, um, wash your hands. It's just respectful. Um, I'm not blaming my brother, by the way. I was just saying that the fact that we were so close contact and that I was feeding him while he wasn't wearing a mask was one of the reasons that I probably got sick. Water and presence of whales found on Jupiter by Pakistani satellite. Satellite launched by Pakistan found in Arabian Sea. You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm lazy. I'm not reading an entire letter. Yes, I am. I lied to you. Okay, let's do this. Can I zoom in? Okay, that's not the zoom in function. Okay, well, we'll try. Dear blank, your mom and I have always told you that the one thing that matters most to us is the condition of your soul. You said that you weren't doing bad things like drinking slash doing drugs, ECT. ETC. Um, and for that I'm grateful. However, you have chosen to turn away from Christ, and as a result, your soul is in jeopardy. I was about to make a joke, but I forgot what the joke was. It was probably something about jeopardy. Uh, Moving on. We've talked at length about how the things that you now take issue with and question about Christ's church and New Testament teachings, so I won't address those again here. However, we can discuss those things again anytime you want. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do or say. I wish that these principles did not apply to parents and children, but the Bible offers no exclusion cause for family members. I want so desperately for things to go back to normal and for you to realize the error of your ways, so that you can be. Oh my gosh. Sorry, bad grammar pissed me off for a second. So that you can be in the right relationship with God, and so we can have the kind of relationship that God intends. But until you repent, that cannot happen. The Bible is the only standard to which we can safely and confidently appeal in it. God has clearly revealed his will for us. 2 Timothy 3:16-17. All scripture is inspired by God and profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction, for training in righteousness, so that the man of God may be adequate, equipped for every good work. As a result, and regardless of how painful it is, I have to do what it says regarding an erring Christian who is unrepentant. God's word says, Matthew 18:17, let him be to you as a Gentile and a tax collector. Romans 16:17, avoid them. 1 Corinthians 5:11, not even to eat with such a one. 2 Thessalonians 3:6, keep away from. 2 I think that's 3:14-15. Take note of him. Take note of him and have nothing to do with him, that he may be ashamed. Do not regard him as an enemy, but warn him as a brother in Christ. Sorry, I died mid-word there. Titus. I'm calling it Titus. 1 second. Alright, Titus 3:10. Have nothing more something to do with, I think it says. As difficult as I know this situation is for me as your father, I have faith in God's plan, and I know that he knows what's best. Until you repent, our relationship and interactions must change. We can no longer spend time with you socially. This includes family get-togethers like holiday gatherings, birthday parties, etc. And sharing meals together. Alrighty then. There are 2 passages specifically that give me comfort and hope that you will realize you are in error and make the necessary changes. Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, even when he is old, he will not depart from it. Hebrews 12:7-11. Oh, that's a long one. It is for discipline that you endure. God deals with you as his sons. For what son is there whom his father does not discipline? But if you are without discipline, of which all have become partakers, then you are illegitimate children and not sons. Furthermore, we had earthly fathers to discipline us, and we respected them. Shall we not much rather be subject to the Father of spirits and live? For they disciplined us for a short time, as seemed best to them, but he disciplines us for our good, so that we may share his holiness. All discipline for the moment seems not to be joyful, but sorrowful. Yet to those who have been trained by it, afterwards it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness. That was a mouthful. Also, when did it get so hot in here? Holy. I can't even open the window because apparently it's humid. Oh, wait, it doesn't have a humidity weather alert anymore. Okay, I'll go open that when I'm done. Um, Now, when I read the... Does that say prodigal? Prodigal? Something son. I appreciate the role of the father so much more. Luke 15:20 says, "But while he has still a long way off, his father saw him and felt compassion for him, and ran and embraced him and kissed him. The father was looking for his child to come home and was overjoyed when he returned. Every day I pray, just like the prodigal? Moving on. Son, you will come to your senses and repent. I promise that we will react exactly like the Father did in Luke 15 when you do. Please know that we will be here to help you at any time you want to discuss your spiritual condition. However, we will not provide you with any help, support, or encouragement that allows you or makes it easier for you to continue living in sin. You will always be our daughter, and our love for you will never diminish, but we cannot support or encourage you in any way other than to help you return to the Lord's faithful service. Love you so much. Blank. Dad plus mom. I love you so much. My heart is breaking. This is the most difficult thing I've ever had to do. But in doing it, but I'm doing it because I love you and want you to be right with God. You can not wait for the day that we are on the same... Oh, I cannot wait for the day we are on the same page again. We have faith that you will come to your senses and... Senses and... Does that say... Oh, realize you are in error so you can be right with God and we can all rejoice with the angels in heavens. I love you, Mom. As of August 28th, 2020, you... something insurance will expire and you will no longer be covered under the policy. Okay. Weirdo. I love you, but we will no longer be helping you with your car insurance. That you're on your own. You're terrible in the eyes of God, but I just needed to remind you that your insurance is running out. Yesley Vega, the Republican nominee in Virginia's 7th district, just suggested that SA victims should not be allowed to get abortions because they are unlikely to get pregnant if it's actually SA. It's not something that's happening organically, you're forcing it. I'm very confused at what he means by that. r/bad women's anatomy. Another Texas GOP lawmaker. I don't know what GOP is. Is that like government of something? Province? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Another Texas GOP lawmaker is attempting to make abortion punishable by the death penalty when you're so pro-life that you want to kill people. Because they don't want to give birth to weird looking creepy things that cry and poop all the time. Imagine. Can't wait to hear the atheists try to explain this one with their science. Pastor in Zimbabwe claims he has God's direct phone number. Yeah, I saw this and everyone's like, what about the roaming charges? Super strong wipes, huh? Moving on. Love how basically every study says that students do better in a school with less homework and later start times, and workers do better with more vacation days and shorter shifts. But we do the... Sorry. We do the exact opposite in this godforsaken country, because puritanical feelings apparently puritanical? Feelings apparently beat facts. I want to die in the line of fun. I was about to ask questions about their hair being braided together and how that's kind of weird, but yeah, don't stand behind a horse. There's a word for forcing sex on someone, Greg. No one forces anyone to have fun time. Well, you're wrong. Devil gave people free will. Well, then I kind of like the devil. The devil gives newborn babies free will so they can disobey their parents. Let Brother Looney stop free will now. Summer camp. Your child of the devil's gift. Oh, Rid. Oh, and a picture of someone trying to slap a child. My water freezes at 273 degrees. Checkmate. It's mathematical proof of God. Tell me why water boils at 100 degrees Celsius and why it freezes at 0 degrees Celsius, atheist. Because it's science! Someone was like, hey, I have a really good idea for this Celsius kind of, temperature kind of thing we have going on here. When it turns to ice, that should be 0. And when it boils, that should be 100. It's the same thing with Kelvin. One of the two. 0 is absolute 0. Where nothing is moving, there is 0 movement. I actually had a fun discussion with people in my class the other day, because we're like... So, a vacuum technically does not have any form of particles or molecules or any form of atoms or anything, okay? So technically there's no movement. So would it be considered absolute 0? Would it be considered, like, the same? So if you guys have an opinion, let me know, because we're still talking about it to this day. No one really knows. Why all fine girls are Lebanese? Lebanese. All the fine girls gay. No. You're stupid. Only the smart boys get it. Big brain moment. The $500 pandemic stimulus child credit excludes pregnant women. All it took was being asked to open their wallets for the GOP to admit unborn fetuses aren't really children. Okay. Gigantic nuclear-powered flying hotel capable of carrying 5,000 passengers and staying airborne for months at a time is unveiled in outlandish concept design. I'm sorry. I have 1,000 questions. Actually, I'm gonna ask, so far I'm thinking of 2. Number 1, if that plane crashes, there is going to be a lot of issues. Second, how is that still aerodynamic? I feel like the wingspan would have to be a lot bigger than that. Also, what is this thing at that end? And why does it kind of look like that one Pokemon, the whale Pokemon? Yeah. Y'all sleeping on us like y'all got insomnia. Let's not use words that we don't know the meaning of. I'm very confused. Video games equals violence. Ah, yes. Tetris, the most violent game. No offense, but this guy's kind of bad. Uh-huh. You didn't even pick a good game about it. Like, I will never support toys made for women. Toys destroyed my marriage. Don't get me wrong, I had some unresolved issues, but once my ex-wife started buying these sinister toys, she felt like I was disposable. The toy industry is taking our women from us. Do something. Oh wow. Tell the internet that your wife would rather do it by herself than do it with you. You people are sick. What is a big deal about having an abortion? All you have to do is use protection. But I understand you people do not believe in God, but that's okay, too, because at the end you will pay for what you did today on you. Okay, first of all, this barely makes any sense. Second of all, contraceptives don't always work. Some people can't afford contraception because it's super expensive sometimes. Like, I don't know about most places, but the pill can be like $20 a box. And that's expensive. And like, if all else fails, you should definitely have a place where you can fall back. Like, yeah. The cherry pick. They cherry pick every pagan holiday. At Christian Pride Month, with every business wrapping themselves in Christian flags and promoting Christian programming on platforms above all other content, and every city council making Christian month pronouncements and Christian parades all month. Yes, that would be wild. She just described December. It's true. December is such a terrible month. For that reason, and that reason only. Imagine thinking you need consent from everyone to teabag in a video game. Imagine saying that because you won a round, it's okay to teabag someone's corpse in a game. It's not, unless there's express consent from everyone, including those who would have to watch it. I don't think that's right. I stalked this astrology Twitter for about a week and told her I was a Virgo, and she let me smash because she thought we were compatible. Little does she know I'm an effing Scorpio, LMFAO. Universe just aligned your cheeks with this. Want to know how I am? I know for a fact all this astrology stuff is a bunch of bull. All y'all commenting, this is exactly what a Scorpio would do. But about dumb as... Because I'm a Capricorn. This is a bad idea. Also, wait. He's not actually pulling... They're not actually pulling on the weight, are they? I don't think they are. Well, well, well. I can't believe I need to say this. You're not going to find your wife in any of these places. Nightclubs, bars, Tinder. She's going to be here at libraries, gyms, coffee shops. I can't, man. I found your wife on Tinder. Karens are breaking the purpose of America's no official language. For all those Karens saying, this is America, speak English. Remember, America does not have an official language. Finally, someone has spoken. Yeah, I once had someone to tell me to speak English in Canada because it was Canada, and I was speaking French, which is one of the official languages. We're gonna move on. I'm lazy. Damn, the benches were effing up the budget that much. That's crazy. Hi, Jeremy. Benches were removed from stations to prevent the homeless from sleeping on them. We have inconvenienced you and made the station more inaccessible to the pregnant, disabled, and elderly. But you must understand that lets us inflict further misery on people without homes. Boom. That's what it says. Please don't sneeze. This gallery contains the mummy and the complete... Please don't sneeze. and complete funerary equipment of the Princess Ankes and Amon, 18th century dynasty circa 1730 BC. All objects in this room are from her unplundered tomb discovered by the British Museum Field Force. We've always been able to de-escalate any situation. Oh, I think I've heard about this. But this one just went from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. Customer allegedly shoots Subway workers over too much mayonnaise on sandwich. Holy crap. Okay, here is what should happen if you accidentally get too much mayo on your sandwich. Hey, employee, I would rather have less mayonnaise on my sandwich. Is there anything you can do about that? And they'll probably take a knife and just scrape off the excess. Or you can even do it yourself at the table. You go, you scrape off some of the mayo, and then boom. Why are you bringing a gun to Subway? If a woman doesn't want a baby, her choice should be made here and not here. Most women don't make the choice here. And they do make the choice here, or on the couch, or sitting at a table with a partner. Yeah. Sorry. I just read a large thread about how someone watched their teammate get teabagged in Valorant and it left them traumatized. Video games aren't real. You didn't just witness necrophilia or essay holy pineapples. Yep, and then we get into games and people think it's a... If teabagging is essay, I'm a sex offender. Lamau. I mean, it is essay if I did not consent and someone... Oh my gosh. Okay, listen. Squatting and crouching over the corpse of someone repeatedly is just not... It's not like... Someone does that to you in real life. Yes, that is a huge issue. But if you don't... My brain hurts too much. Oh no, not this. As long as we keep putting our future in the hands of technology, tech companies, and allowing agencies of our government to make decisions that are absolute and defining our eternity, both physically here on Earth and our spiritual destinations in a system that our founding fathers engineered after the hierarchy of heaven, basically angelic governor. Alright, so my lovely band setup from last time we did this. Now, let's clear this up a little. Ooh, lined paper, let's do that. Okay, here's what I got for you. Can I not just click insert text? No? Okay. So, hour, and R. Okay, this means it belongs to you. And sometimes other people. Well, most of the time. Like, our money. Our house. Our family. which is just you because no one wants to date someone who's bad at grammar. Okay, hour. This is time. So, in relation to groups of 60 minutes. The hour hand on the clock is the short one. I don't know why, but we pretend it makes sense. R. Like, you are bad at grammar. And for those of you who don't know, this is you are, which can also be written as you apostrophe R-E. And the other your is written like this. Like your face. That's that one. And then you're stupid. Like you are stupid. Because you don't know the difference between your and your. Thank you. That has been my TED Talk. Moving on. Stand back. I've got this. No, you don't. Is it good? I've been wedding planning and I haven't had time to play. Wow. Why don't we just teach children not to have out of wedlock like we used to? Because like we used to was over 80 years ago. Because even if you tell them not to, they still will. Alcohol served at a restaurant equals heroin den. Why is Cracker Barrel going away from decent family dining to selling booze? What's next? Heroin? I have been a customer for over 40 years, but will not eat next to some dude drinking stinking beer. Turn your old smoking sections into booze, dope addict sections, so we decent Christians aren't forced to smell that poison. Listen. The only time you can really smell beer is when it spills on the floor, or if you literally put your nose up to the glass. So unless you have some super smelling nose thing going on, I don't care. Thank God our forefathers were heavily armed, or we would still be under English rule. That's the Liberian flag, you smooth brain. Ladies, here's an easy trick. Ask your man if he supports abortion. If he says yes, you are wasting your time with him. Take it from a man. No thanks needed. What? That's dumb. Diesel fuel is $5.85 a gallon in Texas. I filled up my trunk. It took 32 gallons. That's That's a total of $187.20. I drove off without paying. My court date is July 19th, or I can pay $85 fine online now. That's a grand saving of $102.20. Oh no. Buddy, you have to pay an additional $85 on top of that. That's how it's supposed to be, at least. I don't know. Thoughts about this guy. So when you can't win on the argument that abortion is a woman's right, you will shift the argument to medical issue. Let me ask you this. If abortion is only illegal only if a woman's life is at risk when she becomes pregnant or delivers the baby, will that be good enough for you freaks? Of course not. Who are you kidding? It's never enough for you. You want abortion rights to be absolute. No ifs, no buts, totally legal. Well, then, here you go. The SC says it's absolutely not legal. Depending on the state, of course. See, you freaks don't look at abortion as the last resort. You look at it as birth control, a badge of honor. Disgusting. Listen, abortion is not birth control. It's a last resort. It's a I can't raise this child. It's birth control is a preventative method. So before, but why would anyone know any better? But like, you should not use abortions as birth control. I'm in pain. Ready? Person elections evident. Fox News for Bering has. Wow. Homosexual people have the right to be in a family. They are children of God. Pope Francis said in one of his sit-down interviews for the film, he's not a true Catholic. He is the literal Pope. Yeah. I saw someone tell him to read, like, a random verse in the Bible, and someone was like, are you trying to tell the Pope to read the Bible? Have to rehome this girl due to her nipping at my kids. She don't like kids, but she's about 6 months old, asking for a rehoming fee. Or, take care of it. She should have added Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan to the list, too. Okay, weirdo. You have more rights in Russia, China, and North Korea. Sure you do. Hold up, I have to hear what they're saying.
Y'all need a history lesson. This flag right here represents the South, not racism.
I got a black girlfriend with 2 mixed babies.
I got a white girlfriend with 2 mixed babies.
Now.
Booyah!
That's where you're wrong. Tucker Carlson just inadvertently helped raise $14,000 for abortion rights. Making an informed choice regarding your own body shouldn't be controversial. Okay. Pro-Trump Newsmax host was skeptical of Ruddy. This guy claimed he was assaulted in a supermarket. It doesn't look that bad. What? She pointed to a recent Louisiana case where a suspect in interrogation told detectives, "Just give me a lawyer, dog." And the state Supreme Court ruled that the suspect was asking for a lawyer dog and not actually invoking his constitutional right to an attorney. Ah, yes. Lions never ever scavenge. They just steal from others because they can. After all, they're the kings and queens of a... Hyenas never ever hunt. They always scavenge what's left from lions and others. Lions always eat fresh meat, and they steal from others a lot. You don't know the difference between stealing and scavenging. Go educate yourself. Lions never ever scavenge. They just steal from others. You contradicted yourself in one sentence. Oh, so hunting between 50 and 95% of their own prey is never ever hunting? Stealing isn't scavenging. Is English your first language? They steal fresh meat from everyone. Scavenging is to eat rotten, filthy meat. Go educate yourself. Hyenas never ever hunt. They eat lions and leopards' leftovers. Hyenas are the trash men of Africa. They're not hunters. Spotted hyenas are skilled and powerful hunters that can kill a wide variety of prey. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher it. Crater. Their preferred prey are wildebeests And buffalo calves, medium-sized herbivores weighing between 50 and 180 kilograms. Experienced hyenas can take down prey as large as as adult zebras on their own, but they usually hunt wildebeest. Zebras and buffaloes in groups of 2 to 30. Contrary to what the Lion King may have told you, spotted hyenas are not merely lowly scavengers. In fact, they kill 60 to 95% of the food they eat. There's proof that they do hunt. Well, I am from planet Earth. On Earth, hyenas never hunt. What planet you're from? Maybe on other planets they hunt buffaloes and zebras, but here on Earth, these events never take place. Also, Earth, and I just gave you proof that they do hunt. What the hell? Would you rather get paid $1 million right now or $50 every month for the rest of your life? I'll take option B. That's what passive income is. Okay, pulling up my calculator. Okay, so they're $50 times 12 months. And I'm not going to disclose my age, but I think I can live for another 60-ish years. Yeah, no, I'll take the million. $36,000 if I live another 60 years. Over 60 years, you make $36K. I'm taking the 1 million. You're never gonna make. Imagine say. That was dumb. Imagine saying that because you won a round, it's okay to. Oh my gosh. If you fly Air China and land in London, you will receive one of these pamphlets. London is generally a safe place to travel. However, precautions are needed when entering areas mainly populated by Indians, Pakistanis, and black people. That's so dumb. Diesel fuel. Yeah, and you did not save any form of money. Too much mayo. Subway customer arrested after shooting 2 employees, killing one over a sandwich order. This is just effed up beyond words or reason. Actually, animals kill and eat each other because we kill and eat them. If we stop, they'll stop. Wait, what? It's a vicious cycle of madness that started when man killed and ate the first animal 3,000 years ago. Because he did that, this behavior spread through the animal kingdom and encompassed the world in the evil darkness of death. Ah, yes, I remember a long time ago, when the dinosaurs roamed the earth and the T-Rexosaurus saw James eating a cow, and it was like, what? No way! We can eat other animals? And then it ate a triceratops. I don't know. Anybody else not had a cold in 15 months? It's amazing what happens when folks wash their hands, wear masks, and be clean. I know, it's amazing. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for today because I need to go sleep probably. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye.